Process of a postmortem of the body of the late Tob Cohen. We have been here since morning and now we are through. We were three pathologists, myself representing the state. There was Dr. Gashie, who was here on behalf of the wife, and we also have Professor Ogena, who was also here on behalf of the other part of the relatives. We had so many findings in the body, details of which we are unable to release right now, because as we are all aware, there are details and there's an existing court order which bar us from talking about the details of the case. So I'll leave it that way. Let me leave Dr. Gashie to talk something.
I think Dr. Johansen Odul has said everything. We have concluded the postmortem of the late Tob Cohen. As you can see, it was an exercise that took several hours, but that was very, very important. It was necessary to spend that time. And we are going to compile the reports which will be sent to the respective concerned people. Of course, we are all law-abiding citizens, including the journalists, and we are very clear on what the law states, that any investigation must not be discussed in public. So we would want to respect that, to respect our courts, to honor them, and therefore we will leave it at that for the time being. Thank you very much.
How soon should we expect the report? Or probably how soon will you be dispatching the report? And also the other thing, the state of the body, how was it?
Well, may I not discuss this because it's part of the investigations? It will be in the report.
Are there samples?
The report will be sent to the respective concerned people or authorities. Yes.
Why?
You see, remember, there are different people who are represented here. The time I may issue my report to the people I was representing may be different from when Johansen may
speak to the cameras.
Yes, I'm saying the reports will be sent to the people who are concerned or the concerned authorities, and I can't categorically say it is this particular time. Remember, in addition to the exercise we have just carried out today, there are other investigations to be carried out. For example, we need to do toxicology, we need to do DNA testing, we need to do what we call histology, and therefore it may take several weeks for us to eventually release a final report. Can I say that burial is not a concern to the group that was doing the postmortem today? We wouldn't discuss that because it is outside our scope.
Is there everyone doing a different report, or it is a unanimous report?
We are doing, each is doing a report, although the findings are unanimous.
Maybe what exactly do you want to achieve with the DNA test?
There has been an issue of identity, although probably there was physical identity, but you don't leave anything to chance. You want to be sure that the body is of the late Cohen.
Was the physical identity confirmed?
Yeah, well, there were no issues on that.
Sarah confirmed?
I think we are going too much into details. Can we respect the court orders as they were issued?
So when is the
we are all.
Confirmation of
identity? I can't talk for Sarah.
Can Prof also tell us something?
I think we want to summarize.
When is the DNA?
Yeah?
When? DNA?
Again, we are saying these are investigations that take time. That one is going to... Those ones are going to the government chemist.
When will the sample be taken? The sample of the DNA?
They have already been taken.
What I'd like to say, the DNA test is done by a different laboratory. DNA test is done by a different laboratory. So we'll be reporting on behalf of people who are doing independent analysis, so we'll not be able to answer that. Furthermore, we don't want to talk much because we've told you that there's a court order, and we are not to talk about the details of the autopsy process. So just release us. Asanteni sana.
Thank you. I just want to say thank you for being patient with us as we were carrying out the procedure and to be able to inform the public. We cannot give much more than my colleagues have said, but I want to emphasize that we have agreed on the findings. What is important is that there's agreement on the findings, and that should suffice for
you
now.
represented the family, right? there was a contention on identity. Is there consensus on identity of Tob Cohen?
We still are waiting for the final confirmation on the DNA.
So far,
confirmation. So far, there is agreement that. Yeah,
Okay.
but we want DNA to confirm.
That suffices. Thank you.
Yeah.
defense lawyer.
Lawyers, thank you very much.
Maybe I will speak to Cliff. Okay.
Cameras.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Are we ready? Okay.
So address the cameras. Address the cameras, please.
For us lawyers, I think we want to first of all express our appreciation to you as ladies and gentlemen of the press for being here so long. This is a matter of great public interest, and it is appreciated that you take time to report on this. So as the professionals who are concerned here more than us have said, we can't take it beyond stating that a part of the work has been concluded. So really that is where we stand.
What is the other part that
Are you going to move tomorrow?
No, the doctors have said that they need to conduct the other tests. Yes.
You had a contention on retention of the body. Has this been solved?
I'm happy to report that my colleagues, Mr. Mbeta and Mr. Kimanti, have had a preliminary discussion on that small issue. It's very important to the families. To us, maybe as lawyers, it seems to be small. But we see the possibility that we will have a mutual agreement on the way forward, maybe by tomorrow. We all agree that the late Tob Cohen must be laid to rest as quickly as possible in a dignified manner. Those are the wishes of Sarah. Those also happen to be the wishes of the sister and her part of the family. So with that in mind, we are sure we could work something out, but we'll let you know tomorrow. In other words, we may not need to go to court.
Let me just say that I know you have been here since morning, and you have been waiting for, probably the moment you were waiting for was the sensational news of what the results were. But in as much as we are aware of what the results are, this is something we cannot be able to comment. We were there inside, the postmortem has been done, we have been there with the doctors, the results are out. A few more tests need to be done, but the findings are there. But I can't say anything beyond that at the moment.
And on the back to the scene of crime?
Actually, we had a problem initially. There was a tug of war about the body and who is going to bury and who has the right to bury and all that. But we have sat with the families, both sides, and we tend to think that this is something that we can solve without going to fight and dragging the late through this kind of a tussle. So we are able to agree, and we have a meeting again tomorrow morning. But the structure is there, it's in place, and I tend to think that we will not be fighting over this issue again.
Will you be going back to the crime scene or not?
Yes, we will be going, but again, that is also subject to the availability of all the parties, because again, that we need to be able to attend together and see whether we can be able to see what is needed to be done at the scene. But we are not sure about the time, so let me not start telling you that to be there in the morning or something like that, because I also do not know the time. We have to agree on that with the IO and other people.
We were to do it today. When is that?
Yes, we were to do it today.
We spent here, so we have to strategize and schedule it to another convenient date for all.
Yes, you understood that. We were to do it today. But then the timings, and by the time we started and by the time we're through, now it is dark, of course. This is the time we are finished, so we cannot be able to go there at the same. I cannot conclude on that because I know that there are some parties that are not available tomorrow, so we'll inform you in due course.
Just a quick rundown, when is the burial?
We have not agreed on that one. That is one of the reasons we're having a meeting tomorrow in the morning. Yes, we have an early meeting, and then we can be able to decide on from there. Yes.